Hey Sag, welcome to your March 2020 love reading, looking at how your partner feels, how you're feeling, what the crux of the matter is, like what the challenge is, or what the situation is that you're dealing with. Also, a look into what the most likely outcome will be, advice for you from spirit as well. Also, looking at the undercurrents and causes of maybe current issues or what's going on behind the scenes that maybe is hidden to you. It's also going to be looked at in the reading. I'll also be pulling some oracle cards at the end of the reading as well. There won't be an extended part to the reading, but what I am offering is insight into the months ahead. So that's what links will be available in the description box, where you'll be able to click the link, go through to my website, and maybe look at September to see what's happening. Maybe you've got a trip planned for September, or maybe something's happening in September where you just want some insight into those times of the year to help you better plan or confirm for you, what direction to take or what to contemplate or to consider, probably more so, not really decision, but yeah, what to consider um, in those months pertaining to love. So yeah, that's my offering. That's what I'm offering. So I'm no longer doing extendeds for now. I'm just deciding to offer you months ahead. So you won't just get an extended to the current month. You'll be able to actually see into the next couple of months what might be going on for you. So yeah, they are general though. So, in all fairness, they are general. So there may only be a few messages for you, or you may even find that nothing resonates and it's not a message for you at all. But either way, hopefully, you'll still find something to enjoy within it, and still find something helpful. So yeah, that's my ramble over and done with. Okay, so Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. It is for March 2020. I'll just jump straight into it. Crux of the matter, we've got the Two of Swords. So that's what the main issue is going to be in March, or is currently in March if you're watching in March. But yeah, this is the main kind of factor in your relationship. This is what is the relationship is resting upon, I feel. A decision, the Two of Swords. Also at the base of the deck, we've got the Queen of Coins. So looking at your decision making, I feel that it will be based, very much on your long-term vision, what's best for you. You're certainly putting yourself first. I feel that you're protecting your own interests, for want of a better term, as the connotations for that are quite negative. But it's you are looking after your own interests, but not in a, I mean, maybe partially in a selfish way, but also in just a way of, I'm going to protect my family. I'm thinking of my future. I want to protect my happiness for the future. I want to make sure that I'm okay. And the fact of the matter is, as a lot of us earth signs already, kind of are quite familiar with, is that money basically affords your healthcare, it affords your comfortable home and lifestyle. It puts the food on your table. The most fundamental, it pays your water bill for those of you that pay water rates, etc. So money is really life in a lot of ways. Like, that might sound extreme, but it's like there's a focus on money anyway, and the practicalities of life. Those are, I feel, what you're basing and resting your decision on. And if you're not, I feel spirit is saying that you may want to consider, when making this decision, how it will affect your long-term vision for your future, or just your long-term future. So, but yeah, there is definitely this self-focused energy as well, where you're protecting your happiness and really putting your needs first in some way, like really giving value to your needs and just nourishing and looking after yourself. So it's a really, really great energy, I feel, for you, especially as we are kind of in March, and it's almost like the new year for a lot of us. But yeah, so we've got the for how you're feeling currently at the moment about this decision. We have got the Seven of Cups. So yeah, you don't know what decision to make because you can't see into the future. That's really what I feel here with the Seven of Cups, is that you can't see what you're going to get. And also, the Seven of Cups can also be a slight warning card as well, to kind of ask you to look at and question what it is that you're desiring and why you're desiring these things. And to really look at your desires. Again, is it going to help you in the long term? That's really what I think the Seven of Cups is saying. And I think this is, again, advice for you to think about that. But you may also be quite emotionally attached to particular options or certain options, which make it hard for you to make a clear decision. You may feel like you can't trust your judgment at the moment. You may feel that way. Or there's definitely this maybe feeling of having a clouded perception or vision of things. So you may not be trusting your desires right now because there could be a temptation. The Devil card isn't here, but the Seven of Cups can still most definitely be talking about temptations here. So that could be also kind of where you're basically at the moment. There's a lot of emotion here though as well, because we've got the Nine of Cups, so maybe, and the Star card. So have you met someone that seems to fulfill a lot of your fantasies or desires? You know, this person could be like your ideal type. They seem to do everything. They're good looking, they're fun to be around, they're intelligent, they're patient, they're kind. They may seem perfect. And a lot of this feeling that you may have may be because you see a future with them. There's also a certain amount of innocence as well, and honesty, I feel, between you two. I think you really want a future with this person. Yeah. And I think that you're on the verge. There's something that's on the verge here. Yeah, but the Two of Swords as well with this, you're at this point where it could tip either way, or you're at a decision point in the relationship. I think it looks like it's your decision. There's also the King of Swords here though as well, which does talk about a decision. But I feel, anyway, we'll get to this in a sec, but I do feel that this decision is definitely affecting your partner quite a lot, with the Tower card here as well. But yeah, definitely on the verge here of something. Yeah, it's about to begin, but it's really down to you. What is it that you want, especially with the Magician card here as well? This is, the power is in your hands. This can be whatever you want it to be. And the Seven of Cups can also talk about that as well, where, you know, the future is yet to be written, and it's really what you make of it to an extent as well. So it's like you are, in effect, very much the ball's in your court. Even if you don't realize it, you have a lot of power in this situation. And I think you're finally maybe even starting to take this person seriously. And this is the Temperance card as well. So this is your card here, Sagittarius. This is you being in the position of making the decision. So also got here 3 of coins for your partner. So I feel like they're ready, or at least what's at the forefront of their mind is a long-term relationship, working together, building something with you, starting something new. So you know, this could be like something, maybe it could be as simple as going from friends to lovers. It could be going from lovers to moving in together. You know, it could be going from moving in together to engagement, or lovers to engagement, or something where, or maybe maybe there's been lots of discussions had about the status of the relationship, and now it's kind of got to the point where um, there's a realization, I think, especially on your partner's part, where they feel like, wow, actually, I really like this person and I would like to build something. I see a future with this person that offers a lot of stability. But again, I feel there's a lot of potential here. So there's definitely this feeling of being on a bit of a knife's edge, and it's not to make it sound negative or negatively dramatic at all. I guess what I'm saying is that it's, again, like it's on the verge of something. Something's on the verge of happening here. And a lot of the power rests with you. I feel this person's quite decided maybe as well here with the King of Swords. They're not confused as you may feel confused with the Seven of Cups. And also the Temperance is asking you to kind of seek some sort of balancing your emotions with the practical issues. Okay, so you could actually be possibly dating a few people, or just not committed to anyone in particular. Yeah, especially with the Nine of Cups, so you could be very happy on your own. It's just a side note, but yeah. Sorry, I forgot where I was now. But yeah, for your partner, they are, I feel, quite decided, quite sure about, they're quite clear on how they're seeing things. They're not confused in any way. And feel as well that, I feel the King of Swords is quite a victorious kind of person. So they may feel like, yeah, this is definitely what I want. Feels like a really good decision. But it is, or was, a real big like shock to them with the Tower card here. This realization that you were the one that they wanted to be with. There may have even been other people involved on their part, and they're now really, you know, I was going to say, I was going to refer to side chicks. So there could have been like other side chicks, as they say. And, maybe before you kind of didn't really care, because even though you were still maybe number one in some way, obviously, maybe you just didn't really care because you weren't taking anything seriously anyway, really, too much maybe. Because I do see people being thrown out here, or maybe old ideas, other people's opinions. Definite realization here that here with the Queen of Wands that you were the winner. You're the one that they've got their eye on, and it's because of your independence. It's because of your strength, and strength within your individuality, within your self-love. Again, with the Queen of Coins, this focus on yourself, this love and focus for yourself and your future. I feel like they feel like you're a counterpart, you're an equal in a way, even though equality apparently between the sexes doesn't exist, right? We just offer different things. We're more compatible and complementary to each other. But yeah, I feel this person really does feel like, on some level though, that they've met their match. Someone that they can work with. Someone that gives them enough to bite on as well, I feel. Some like maybe gives them a bit of a challenge in some way as well. You keep their attention. And yeah, because of that, they see you as a long-term fixture in their life. Yeah. It could also be this person having maybe seen you with other people, or seeing that you were such a catch really made them realize, like, hold on, like, no, I want my Sagittarius. So it could have been kind of something like that as well. Or something like this is going to happen in March. This is what's happening. And but the decision now lies with you either way. Yeah, so what's kind of driving the situation is judgment. You know, it's about making this decision. It's about evaluating all, I want to say all corners of a situation for some reason, but from every angle, maybe looking at this. This is maybe what's causing things to slow down maybe between you as well, is that you're thinking of everything. You're considering everything as you make this decision. And again, we've got the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands as well. So again, a decision about moving into the future, taking things to the next level. This is what's going on underneath it all, is just kind of confirming what we've already seen. This is a decision about moving forward in love, making choices maybe between others and choosing one. Or just moving a relationship up onto the next level, moving it forward, expanding it, giving it more purpose in your life, more of a place. So like, again, it could just be like this could be that you're actually like I said, anything from friends to lovers to engaged to actually setting the date and getting married. There's no Four of Wands here, so I don't think this is talking about a marriage about to happen. This is more about a decision to, you know, set that date. This full awareness. There's been an awareness again with the Judgment card and the Tower card. What's happened here? There's been an awakening and a realization of what's really on the table here for the both of you. And I feel as well that there's like it's maybe the right timing as well. You know, your ancestors could also have been involved here, or some sort of spiritual guide or supportive entities may also have be attracted to this situation, or like are vibing with this situation, and they're like all for it. You know, I feel that could also be here for you too. And it's also a rebirth maybe for the both of you. So like, you know, you could have been deliberately single because you're like, okay, look, I've got my work to do, I've got things I love to do, I love traveling, I love to do, you know, this independence, reveling in that. And maybe your partner was like, I like having lots of side chicks, and I just like to like live my life and have fun and not worry too much, or you know, more the king Knight of Wands maybe energy, and maybe getting that could have been the case, or just not really committed, quite detached maybe, and maybe flirted with lots of people, or you know, again, more maybe focused on studies or work, maybe for the both of you. And then there's a realization that actually there's a soulmate connection here. There's a real compatibility here. This is a friendship and a lover, you know, kind of energy, where you maybe really feel seen and see each other. So it's a really beautiful reading, Sag. And in fact, quite a lot as I was shuffling, I kept hearing, do Sag, do Sag, do Sag. So yeah, I see now Spirit wants to let you know. So this is great if you're like buying this reading prior to March, you know, and you would like to kind of know where maybe a friendship is heading, or what's going to happen in your love life if you're just curious. It's good to know that around this date something could be happening around this month, you know, so you can celebrate early. But yeah, so the most likely outcome here is the Queen of Cups, another queen. So we've got three queens here. So we're definitely very self-focused, self-loving, self-love-ish, as I say. It's one of the cups you can buy, or sayings, or part of my affirmation collection on Teespring. Is a heart saying self-love-ish, not selfish, but self-love-ish. You know, because it's good to be to put yourself first. You know, charity starts at home and all that. So, but yeah, so we've got the Queen of Cups here. She reminds me very much of the Empress actually here. So yeah, there is this kind of more regal energy that I'm picking up here as the outcome. But this is a woman in love. I feel like, you know, the only queen that we're missing is the Queen of Swords, which is, you know, really, if you wanted any queen to be missing, as much as I love the Queen of Swords, in a love reading, you probably, yeah, it does kind of throw a spanner in the works a little bit. So, yeah, this is all the more love reading type queens that you'd want to see, or the queens you'd like to see in a love reading. So, yeah, I feel like you're just kind of maturing in a, you know, in yourself. There's like an evolution maybe even just happening within you, where you're kind of just moving into this new sense of self-love and your place in the world. So you could be graduating, there could be something happening in your life where you're just really finding yourself. Maybe you've got a new job as well with the Queen of Pentacles, base the deck, and the Queen of Wands. So yeah, and also with the Nine of Cups here, and you being so focused on your future, I feel like you're in a really stable place and you're just looking towards the future now. Yes, this is definitely someone in love. Got the Knight of Pentacles here and the Page of Cups. So yeah, this person could be coming in with some sort of love offer, you know, or a love message, or a gift, or someone wanting to come and offer love. Again, it's quite new beginnings here. Someone's saying, should we start something new? Should we try something new? Should we take it to that next step? This is about taking a small step in the right direction, I think, when it comes to love. That small step, that small gesture could be very subtle. It could be very private, just between you and them. You know, it's like, should we give this a go? It's almost like we're having so much fun already. Should we see what else we can do? So it's very light-hearted, and I feel there's like this, not this huge amount of pressure, but more of an explorative kind of energy that I feel you guys have been moving into as a couple. The Knight of Pentacles, again, this is quite good to see, I think, I feel it's more representing, probably, you know, initially I'm thinking it's more your partner, if it's a guy, where they're kind of slowing down. You know, they're just kind of slowing down. They're not moving about so much, maybe with other people, or being non-committal, but really kind of laying some roots here with the Knight of Pentacles. But this could also just be representing the both of you. There's going to be a lot of love here between you two. Okay. And it's going to be very grounded, taken quite seriously, protected. But it will move forward, but slowly. It will move forward slowly because you're taking care to care about each other. So it's a really beautiful soulmate union, especially with the Two of Cups here to confirm that, and the Star card. I feel that although you're making a decision here, I feel that there will be a coupling at the end here. You will be getting together. There will be love. Things will, like in the love kind of arena between this connection, it will really blossom and grow. And love will be the focus. If it's been anything else, like a friendship or work or anything else, no, it will become very romantic and very committed. You'll both want to just be with each other, I think. And then we've got the Chariot card here again, which is talking about making a decision, and the World card, yeah. And then we've got the Page of Coins. So yeah, we are looking at a new beginning here. The ending of a particular cycle within the relationship and taking it to that next level here. Moving forward, following your heart, your dreams. And that's really what the Chariot is about, is that there could be a lot of things happening. So I'll just pull out an oracle as well. Yeah, but there could be a lot of things happening, or a lot of things that are distracting you from making a decision. But overall, the Chariot is saying that you need to listen to your higher self. There's some sort of there's something that you can either tap into. Maybe it's your intuition, or just your feeling. Does this person make you feel at home? Do they make you feel nurtured, happy? Do you have a good feeling about this? Could you, the way you feel right now, could you feel this way every day for the next 10 or, you know, how many years? And it's that feeling and resonating with that. And if that person makes you feel amazing, or the connection makes you feel amazing, then that's probably a very good indicator that you're, you know, in the right spot and with the right person. But the Two of Swords does talk about, you know, having to try, and even the Temperance card, trying to find a balance between what you're thinking and how you're feeling, and allowing, ideally, if you can, to find that very sweet spot of making a decision that is logical, yet also emotionally fulfilling as well, and also looks after the emotional aspects. You're kind of being quite analytical as well, I think, in your decision. I'm also picking up a Virgo energy here. So maybe you're dealing with a Virgo, but that very analytical, even Libra. And we've got Sag coming through, Gemini, possibly, or Virgo again with the Magician. Tower card could be Scorpio. You've got Scorpio here as well with the Judgment card. The Wild card could also most definitely be Scorpio, Taurus, Leo or Aquarius. Aquarius comes through. Oh no, that's not the star. Sorry, I kept saying the star card. The star card isn't here. Temperance, sorry. But there's stars on her dress. It kind of made me think it was the star card. But either way, I feel like we are looking into the future quite a lot with the Queen of Pentacles. So it still pretty much applies, especially with the major arcana. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm human after all, sorry. Alright, so let's pull some... Oh. Okay, we've got friendship. So yeah, I did kind of sense there was like some sort of friendship involved here. Yeah, so it could be going from friends to lovers. Got the Control card here as well. So maybe you're just not used to maybe letting go of control. Maybe that could also be a lot to do with independence as well. When we're independent, there's no one else that affects our decision making. This would also be a bit of a concern as well, maybe for this person with the Three of Pentacles. You know, how good are we at compromising? Maybe you're both two strong, very individuals. Compromise could also be the main issue here between you both. Are you not compromising because you're both, or maybe definitely for you, you're really happy with where you're at? So, or feeling quite powerful. Sorry, my thing stopped working. Yeah. But there could also be issues of control here. Spiritual growth, passion, Beast Queen, okay, and the Ice Queen. Okay. Yeah, so maybe the spiritual growth is around, you know, I think as well, Spirit is saying that maybe this friendship has really provided fertile ground for spiritual growth with regards to control issues. Okay, so it's as if by you being friends, there's a certain level of respect that's generated between you two or mutually, and I think even more so from you, that allows you to, or maybe it's the both of you, it could be vice versa, but it's only because it's your reading. I take these messages more for you, but yeah, it could be that, you know, this relationship allows you to deal with your issues around control. And it could also maybe be for this person, especially with the Queen, with the King of Swords here, can be quite a controlling person. But then also the Queen of Wands can be quite, you know, assertive, which is not a bad thing, you know, but possibly even bossy, let's say, which could be seen as kind of a control issue kind of symptom. So yeah, it could be that you're both kind of dealing with that, or maybe this person has kind of met their match in a way where you maybe have proven you cannot be controlled, because maybe you've kept it as a friendship for so long, as much as this person may have been demanding. But I think either way, you've broken down this person's, you know, resistance or whatever. That's what it seems like to me. I feel they're very, very focused on you. Then we've got Passion and Beauty Queen. So this could be that there'll be a lot of passion at times ahead between you two in this relationship, and that you may even feel more beautiful. You may even look like, again, the Beauty Queen, I thought there's just a focus on yourself, to be really honest. You seem to fall in love more with yourself throughout the, you know, through this connection. So it's only kind of good for you because you're putting yourself first. You glow because you love yourself. And this is like always going to be a winning approach, I think, in your relationships. But I feel like you will be very appreciated. I feel like you're going to feel a sense of freedom here as well. So again, control, freedom. There could also be control issues because you are such a catch as well, this person. So you may be dealing with those issues. So the relationship is going to be a spiritual union that will bring about personal growth and kind of dealing with issues. But it will be very passionate as well, hot and steamy and passionate and healing. You may even find this person to be a bit clingy. Okay. So we've got Ice Queen at the base of the deck. There's a certain amount of detachment, but again, focusing again, another Queen. Just focus on yourself and your direction, where you're going, knowing your worth. It's like you're involved and invested, but you're keeping a part of yourself to yourself, for yourself. You know, and I think, you know, they say that that's the trick, right, to healthy relationships, is to actually sorry, my mind wandered and I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? I hate it, you know, my mind rushes around sometimes, and like other thoughts will come into my mind, or I'll get distracted, and then yeah, so many kind of messages maybe come through. But yeah, I believe I was just saying that yeah, it's good to keep a part of yourself. That's what I was saying, sorry. It's good to keep a part of yourself to yourself in relationships, and not to give everything away. And I feel you're kind of maybe learning that through this relationship, because there's a focus on the Queen here. It's come out 5 times. Okay, so, and the Queens are quite self-focused, not in a negative way, but self-preserving, like knowing what their needs are. There's this lesson about knowing your needs, emotional needs, connecting to your body, your intuition, for all the Queens. So yeah, okay, let's pull a few last cards for Sagittarius. Fork in the road. A decision. Breathe. Yang. Okay, one more. Poised. Okay. So we've got to go the distance. So, yeah. I think you are, but to go the distance, you're quite focused on the future. I'm getting to the finish line. Fork in the road is a decision to be made. Obviously here, Spirit is saying yes. As one door kind of opens, sorry, one door closes, another door opens, and it's that kind of energy here that you're moving between two spots. As you move forward, you won't be able to go backwards. So once you make this decision to kind of go there with this person, there may be a sense, and I think Spirit's also saying that there may be no going back in some way, like you won't be able to undo it. So yeah, it will change things maybe forever in some way. Maybe that's what it's also trying to say. Then we've got breathe and yang. So yeah, these are two very contradictory kind of energies, which again goes back to temperance and the Two of Swords energy. As you're making this decision, there's action, there's also this receptive energy. And then poised again pretty much says the same message. As you make this decision, you need to be very centered. You need to have the fire, but also the water or the air. There is you need to or you will be finding balance within yourself, knowing when to take action, how to take action. Yeah, the ball's definitely in your court. That's again confirmed here. And you will not be forced or rushed, and you're not to allow anyone to rush you as you make this decision. Meditate on it. Take some quiet time to yourself to be centered, and again to find that sweet spot between desire or fulfilling your desires and also maybe fulfilling your needs or what's going to bring you peace of mind. The breathe card here. Breathe through it as well. Breathe. Pay attention to your breath. Take deep breaths to relax yourself. Maybe listen to meditative videos or you know, music or meditations. Yeah, and then poised again, to be poised again. Again, it's going back to you finding this center within you that allows you to receive your intuitive messages, or maybe your messages from your guides, or your higher self even, and then taking action accordingly, and maybe even taking those downloads, but also considering, you know, where you want to go, what you want to do, what direction you want to move in, what plans and desires and goals you have for your life, and then, you know, taking that necessary action. So I hope I've explained that well, but it's about you evolving as a Sagittarius, really, because that is effectively Sagittarius, the sensual, you know, the human aspects with the animalistic aspects of us, you know, and finding balance between that, you know, the knee-jerk reactions, the desires, the inspiration, but also the philosophy and understanding, and being able to use our ability to consider outcomes and consequences, and yeah, and look at things from different perspectives, and to analyze, to be able to do both of those two things, you know, or to find peace between both of those things. That is your challenge, maybe, or your focus on what you'll be doing, it looks like, in March. So yeah, I was just trying to make the point clear. I probably made it even more fuzzy, but yeah, any questions, leave them in the bottom of the video. I'd be more than happy to get to them and yeah, answer them. So yeah, have a lovely March. I love you. Have a fantastic time, and I will speak to you again in April. All right, bye.